I can't reach up to where I potential. Never seen no one driving a Bentley. I can't be out here mopping up Wendy's. My life is all I have. My rhymes, my pen, my path. Baby, how the struggle don't judge me. What you saying now won't budge me. Cause where I come from, I'm so often. People you grow with laying in a coffin. But I made it through the pain and strife. It's my time now, my world, my life, my life. Say what? The stuff that I see got me traumatized. I let the cake over Johnny die. Swinging that motherfucker.
Welcome everyone to the farm in Palo Alto, home to the Stanford Cardinal and to legends such as Elway, Luck, and McCaffrey, all of whom went through battles like the one we'll see in this one. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the Boston College Eagles taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Boston College about to kick it off and get this game started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Stanford Cardinal offense will take the field for the first possession of the day. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
And the quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game. So who do you look for? The tight end. And there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter. But over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Spears. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Working the middle. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. They'll give it to the back. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You've got to do a lot of this.
At the 20, he's got space. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back.
Touchdown, Stanford! What a grab and go for the score. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So Boston College's offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. I know what a weapon he is on the outside, but stretching the field against this one in the secondary will be a challenge.
And just some safeties have the awareness, the ability to see the ball and break on the football, and he's one of those guys.
This QB better be looking this safety off. You can't just trust your receiver's going to out-athlete him every time you throw him the ball, because this safety is a different breed.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. He's going to pass pass on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. Boston College will send out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Throws to the tight end. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
From the gun, running back on the move. Fakes his man out. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. The receiver on the jet sweep. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Using his legs, it's Coffee. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Eagles.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now again.
And the returner will be brought down. Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Trying to pick up a first down. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Fires to the big fella.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
They'll put the tight end in motion. He'll come out throwing on first down. He rifles one deep to the left. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
And back to the air on 2nd down. He finds his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Nix. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Running back searching for a hole. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here. I'm looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Going to work on second down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cardinal!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen, calmer. Now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Makes the grab and gets the foot in bounds, and it'll be a first down. And the Golden Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. The give from the gun. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Movement here from the tight end. Looking for a gap. It's Coffee. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. A nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and doing good. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on the first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
The give to the back. Wow, through the defense. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain.
I ain't know what I was signing. Set a drill for I knew about design. Get the fuck around. got a problem, make the young nigga down. I'm fucking with a gangster, I bet you on the counter. Cause through these bands, you can never trade these hoes. I ain't fucking with a fan, nigga, no one ever know. Stand up like a man when the world get cold. Spreading with the town, where you thought I was a hoe. Chick from the Thailand, when I got a show. Thailand, finance, when I got a load. Took her on the side, put her in a row. Shit is not science, get the bank roll. Don't you lie, don't you lie, don't you lie, don't you, don't you lie, don't you lie.
When players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
At the 35, he's got room. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
That's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but he didn't give up that big explosive play. And now you have to make him earn it down in the next down.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They're going to give it to the wide receiver on 1st and goal. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense. Being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Luis. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
And not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Getting some heat. Hit as he throws. He's got it. Tackle is made after the first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. Just hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Take some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it. Delivers the ball, a catchable ball.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's knocked away. Downfield, the DB getting a hand in there.
This is an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. It's Nick. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Quickly out to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. They didn't get too greedy there. They knew what they needed, and he gets it just past the sticks.
Yeah, and I'd like to see the defense maybe be a little bit more aggressive, a little more in the face, because QBC's easy access. I'm going to throw the football. My receiver's got a little bit of space. He can get the first down. I'd like to see the defense make him work for it a little bit more.
Social media got some plug in his
Going to try to get it himself. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Then my aunt and this man friend, a black transgender clan member, who's a Caitlyn Jenner fan, in a member of an aunt and the he is in the band, and I'm pumping all them hands and around all these names of labels that I can't remember. Rise now my hands and this up on this PC shit I'm finna pour out, but still the captain of America, transcender.
They'll run play action, moving away from pressure. He's looking on the right side. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive
But I say some shit so mean, they're trying to make my mouth close like it's from dangerous. What it is though, with this show is so things ain't never really truly over till this old saints like I won't say that. Chicago fat people. Yeah, here's a concept. Let's celebrate onset. Diabetes instead of us dieting, we can just have a pie eating contest. But we should be extra nice instead of honest. Instead of exercise, it's easier to find a triple exercise. Trying to press society to change, so you don't have to change. Pick up a way to eat less than twice, make it the pressure rise. As it starts increasing, all that starts increasing. Heart are the reason, these are the reasons for your heart disease. And you can't tie your shoes, it's too hard to read. So but the way things been, once they thinking, we should baby them instead of shaming them. But in English, you can't get along this good. They call me angry, because I'll be honest, I can flip and they blink in. All I need is one for the road rage reason. Yeah, blah, blah, blah.
Nice execution by that offense.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They marched 78 yards down the field. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team has the ball teed up and they're about ready to go.
I need to do something about it. Okay. Here we go. What are you doing? No. Dye our hair. No, stop. Stop.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
You never can. I said shut the fuck up. Trust me. Do it. Your transgender rights, where do I stand? Oh, I'm all formed. I really can, bro. Now, from in the course with you, what I have? No, I'm just being honest. Yeah, now I'm an asshole. Oh, be a transphobe, yeah, cause I just can't go. I'm trying to pretend you was never a man, though. Sorry, I'm in tan, bro. Yeah, just the way I feel. But if I say it will, it get me canceled. Yeah, I'm just get banned. I can't
execute at a high level. They've got to score points there, but they can't go too fast. Their defense right now is tied.
I gotta memorize pronouns of assistance. We just can't show solidarity with a wristband. Or something like that. You listen even to disbands. People ridiculous won't expand. Kids won't make it a stand. But Caitlin's a big fan.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to draw Kevin an hour halftime.
Thanks, fellas. Looks like you've got a very
about to go south now. You feel stupid now, huh? Don't slam with a phone and put a lid on it like a toilet bowl rim. The low rim. I'm in the blue corner. The trunks with the gold trim. They bet that I won't win. If you really go in, I'm the best and I'm in like a dope swim. Yeah, but you think I'm handicapped, you can go in the second half. Chris Reeves and the horses grow in.
Defenses will actually show some pride. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Stanford Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking for a crease. It's Coffee. Powers through the defender. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass?
You're down. Obviously, the half you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Boston College right back to the line. They'll go to the ground. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. On the move. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well.
And, guys, you know, the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Give to the running back. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, the defense has first got to stop the run game as they're chewing them up.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
They're going to ride this running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beats you.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Buys a little time. He's going to take off. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback?
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got to fresh set it down.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. And he'll be brought down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack if they touch on that speed.
Yeah, it's also hard when you get red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there. I like getting the ball on the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left too.
On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinal. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. Here comes the offense on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. The offense set for a first down play.
I'm waiting on this.
At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. First down to start the drive after the break. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. The play action fake. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Using his legs, it's tough. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're...
And they will score! Touchdown, Boston College! So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Just feeds the running back. They knock him down, but he gets enough to give Stanford a first down.
Yeah, and he's been dependable. I mean, he's been a guy that they've given the ball a lot. He's just been so productive, giving this offense an easy way to move the football down the field. 97 yards on the day.
Everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
Just causing wreckage in the secondary. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. They'll go with a direct snap. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes his connection. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big hiccup and a first down for this offense. 6th play of the drive coming up. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Bullnose ahead. He's down at the 18 after picking up 5.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
And this offense continues to have success and just put a long drive together. They're on this defense. I'm getting desperate now. It's desperation. I got to make a play. I got to force something to happen. I got to change something up, and I got to get this football back to my offense.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Now adjusting. Touchdown, Stanford! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. North Carolina is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Ramses isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Duke. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Right on the money to the out.
Niggas why they mad down gonna cry on Instagram. They got down long ass comments on Instagram.
Good toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Good timing on the quick out. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. He wants to throw it again. It's complete to the left. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. Touchdown, Eagles. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And listen, still a ways to go. A great job by this offense getting you back in the ball. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stop? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me a rock back.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the Bearcat.
And I still got 30 shots. That's a although I don't get Babylon.
Offense making its way back onto the field. 1-possession game, getting late. First order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high-percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs.
I'll probably blow around 50 bucks. If I go around, that mean I probably made 100 down. So the niggas clowns by the style.
Leads it with the running back. Low man wins, and he just smashed him. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Stanford going back to work with another 1st down. Here's the handoff. And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They'll try the left side. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making their situation really good on the next down.
Just ran over him.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
And he has a solid game before the defense follows him up. Stanford just trying to bleed the clock. Leaves it with the back. Ran through the contact. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picked up the first down. They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing.
2nd down coming up on this. Looks as if Stanford will have enough for the first down. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. You already have the lead. Scoring is always good, but milk the clock, and it will be your friend. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. That one will be incomplete, and we're down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, things have gone pretty well so far, right? You got the lead, you're playing at home, it's late. You just need a few more of these completions to ice the game. That time, couldn't come away with it. It's a nice play by the defender, knocking it down.
And they finally ride him down at the 1-yard line. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And the field goal unit stays put. They will try to deliver the haymaker and deck them with a touchdown on 4th and goal. He's not going to get there, and they'll have to give up the football. They've got him pinned back, and they're trying to rattle their eardrums. Listen to this crowd. Coming after him. He got to it, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. You saw both of these offenses put on the show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, Dave Pollock, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
On the side, Mama said, look to my nigga, they giant, they gon' try to go and take your face. They gon' slip and slide beside you. They gon' try to be your enemy. Horizon in the trees with the bumblebees on rise. They get your seats, be on the side, setting souls.
He ain't started game, then he ain't official. When that chopper sang, you really I spent $500,000 on this pistol. It's gonna be a hearse, not a verse if I dish. Got me fucked up, nigga got me fucked up. When I send it past the ceiling, that shit stuck up. All that talking, acting tough, get you roughed up. If your wifey at the spot, she get bust up. Rich, got my strap from Tommy Hilfiger. Red, white, and blue Americans, I kill niggas. Spread blocking into the law, it's a real devil. Ortega pick my car, but I'ma feel nigga. I be sitting inside the house cause I don't feel niggas. Fuck with baby, but my babies like to drill niggas. Claustrophobic, I don't even like it.
They don't know, we know that borrow getting played. BM versus Manshine. We're counting this 5-stage Nagi as this like peak Nagi. I mean, I guess.